Hello there again, Titans. I thought today I could show you another great online resource that you can use while you're stuck at home. This one focusing on the world of art. Even if, like me, you've never been much of an artist, hopefully you can appreciate that for thousands of years, people from virtually every culture in the world have created beautiful works of art to express their beliefs and perceptions of the world. But since there's just so much out there, it can be really hard to know where to start or how to find things that you actually like. I wanted to show you how you can explore the world of art in an organized and thoughtful way using a website called WikiArt. So let's take a look. But first, all right, so here we are, WikiArt, and there's the address right there, wikiart.org. So just like the main Wikipedia site, WikiArt is created by mostly just volunteers who donate their time and expertise and passion for art into creating this website that anybody can use. So in order to start exploring the world of art, just like kind of any other time you search for stuff online, knowing how to use filters is really important. So first of all, how would you search just for an artist, just for somebody to start with? Well, you want to look over here on the left-hand side. You can search by these categories related to the people themselves, the artist, or these categories related to the works of art. So that really depends on the focus that you want to have. Some of these may not be useful for you. I mean, art institutions, art movements probably won't be the most useful tools for a middle grade student. But nationalities might. You could click on nationalities to try to find people related to your own culture or just a culture you're interested in. Like here's Japanese. There's over 100 different artists here from one of my parents' cultures here. And I could search by any of these artists. I could click on one of them. Like this is a very famous one, Hiroshige. And it'll bring up his page and some information on him, and all of his artwork is going to be below here. Now it's going to have some famous stuff here at the top, and if you keep going down, you can view more just by clicking right here. Up at the top, you see that these are tags. These are links. So you can click any of these tags to go to a certain movement, a certain painting school, a certain type of art, the person who influenced this artist, or just more things from that same country. So these are useful as well. There's also a link here to the Wikipedia page about the artist if you just want to learn more about him. Some of that biography is also just automatically included right here. Now, let's say that you find an artist, but you want to filter the things they have. Like some artists have produced a ton of stuff, and so just looking at a huge list may not be the easiest way to find stuff. So I'm going to use a different artist here as an example. I'm going to look at someone named Pierre-Auguste Renoir, who is a very famous French painter, one of the most famous from the Impressionism movement that you may or may not have heard of. So he has hundreds of works of art. So I don't want to look at a huge list. I want to be able to filter those and find specific things. So this will only work for some of the more famous artists. This won't work for everybody. I looked around there. Underneath famous works. So these are some of the most famous ones, but if you go down there, you don't want to look at 1,404 that aren't even grouped in any meaningful system, probably. So go down here to Featured. Featured's going to have big categories, and if you click on any of them, like I do enjoy paintings of flowers, so I'll click on this. Now I can actually filter all of those 1,400 works by any of these categories. So I can search by genre, I can search by media, I can search by the artistic period, and that's just for Renoir. It's not going to be for other artists. So this is a very smart and more specific way for you to look for specific types of things that you like. Now let's say that you do find something you like and you want to save it. So WikiArt has a really useful system called albums. You can create these albums for yourself, just for your account, and you can save as many different groups of art as you like. Now you'll have to make an account to do that, which is very easy. You basically just need an email address and a password. So you would need to go up here and click the appropriate button to create your free account. After you have an account, let's say that I want to add this one. That is very nice. Let's see. So I'm going to open up this one, Roses in a Vase. Now, if I click the heart here, it's just going to add it to my favorites. Favorites is an album that everybody has created automatically. Now, if you want to make your own albums, though, you need to click here on the little folder. It's going to ask you if you want to add it to one of your already existing albums or if you want to create a new one. Now, I already have one for Renoir, so I'm just going to click on this right here. It's going to give me a little verification that that worked. Now, in order to find my albums, it's really simple. Go up here to the little person icon and click My Albums. Okay, so I have 5 albums right now. A couple of them are really new and just don't have as many things in them. My favorites are just kind of their own separate thing. But these 4 are ones that I created myself based on artwork that appeals to me. Um, so these are very useful tools. This is the easiest way that I found to kind of keep things and not forget what I've been looking at and studying and enjoying. It's just to save them. And then I could go to, like if I want to go to, this is my big album on surrealism. If I want to go here, it's going to have a whole bunch of these different works. And if I want to click on any of them, like this one, The Domain of Arnheim, it's just going to go back to the main page. And from here, I can still use these tags. I can find other famous works by the same artist, or I can just go back to my albums. Now, let's say that you have kind of an idea where you want to start. Maybe you just know one famous piece of art, maybe like one painting or one sculpture, and you want to find other stuff that's like that. So I'm going to give you an example of my thought process if I were trying to do this as a student. Let's say I really appreciated this painting. So you may recognize this painting. It's called The Great Wave off Kanagawa by Hokusai. He's a Japanese artist, one of the most famous Japanese works of art probably in the Western cultures. So let's say I don't know a lot about this, but I want to find more stuff that's like that. So I do know the name of the artist, Hokusai. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to click up here. I'm going to search for just the artist name. There he is. And most likely under famous works, there it is. So here I can find The Great Wave off Kanagawa. Now, if I want to look at other things related to that, that's where these come in handy. I can look at these series that are all related to this work. So I can click on this, and now I'm going to see, this is definitely from the same style. I really like these. So I could add more of those if I wanted. Or you can go just to style. So the way that this artwork was created, it's called ukiyo-e. And now, I can find more of these. Oh, that's really nice. Now, a lot of these are going to be by different artists. This is not Hokusai, but this is a great way to learn about other artists, and then you could, save some of those works as well to look at your leisure. So, students, I hope that this quick little tutorial of WikiArt was helpful for you. The world of art really is amazing, and even if it's something that you don't think you know very much about or that you've only been kind of interested in before, you might be surprised just how enjoyable this is. I've really enjoyed doing this myself, especially just being at home all the time and not being able to see art out in the wide world or in museums like might normally be the case. So hope that you're all keeping busy, keeping your brain stimulated. Hope you're reading, and I will see you back soon for some other helpful videos. All right, take care, Titans. Bye-bye.